Welcome to Wall Street DDs, where we take a look at some of the hottest stock market speculations floating around the internet and teach you how to become a Captain Ahab.
Captain who?
From the book, motherfucker, from the book.
Let's jump right into it.
In-depth DD on $PULM Biopharma penny stock partnering with giants like Johnson & Johnson, Cipla. DD. What's Pulmatrix? Pulmatrix is a clinical-stage biopharmaceutical company developing innovative inhaled therapies to address serious pulmonary and non-pulmonary disease using its patented ISPERSE trademark technology. The company's proprietary product pipeline is initially focused on advancing treatments for serious lung diseases, including pulmazole, an inhaled antifungal for patients with allergic bronchopulmonary aspergillosis, and PUR1800, a narrow-spectrum kinase inhibitor in lung cancer. Pulmatrix's product candidates are based on ISPERSE trademark, its proprietary engineered dry powder delivery platform, which seeks to improve therapeutic delivery to the lungs by maximizing local concentrations and reducing systemic side effects to improve patient outcomes. ISPERSE uses proprietary cationic salt formulations to create a robust and flexible platform that can accommodate high drug loads and large drug molecules in highly dispersible particles, yielding superior drug delivery capabilities compared to conventional dry powder technologies that rely on the use of lactose blending or low-density particles. The properties of ISPERSE have meaningful therapeutic and patient benefits, including single formulations with multiple drugs, effective inhaled drug delivery to patients with normal or impaired lung function, and the use of simple and convenient inhaler devices with highly reproducible dosing. Pulmonary drug delivery offers several advantages for both local and systemic applications. Drug delivery via inhalation for local applications results in direct targeting to the site of action and minimization of systemic exposure and side effects. The advantages of pulmonary drug delivery for systemic applications can include rapid onset of action, avoidance of first-pass metabolism, and elimination of injection. ISPERSE powders are made via a straightforward, proven one-step spray drying process with high and consistent yields. A strong IP position on ISPERSE is being pursued through multiple patent applications, encompassing compositions, methods, and uses. About pulmazole. Pulmazole is the first inhaled antifungal candidate designed to overcome the limitations of oral antifungals and also potentially reduce steroid burden. It is currently in a phase 2 trial for treatment of ABPA in patients with asthma. Pulmatrix and Cipla intend to initiate a phase 2b study designed with a longer treatment duration and key phase 3 enabling efficacy endpoints when the potential risk to both patient safety and to patient enrollment, presented by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, is reduced to an acceptable level for patients with this serious respiratory condition. Cipla is India's second largest pharmaceutical company with global presence in over 130 countries, over 35 manufacturing facilities, and a vast network for direct commercialization and strategic alliances. PUR1800 is a narrow-spectrum kinase inhibitor, NSKI, engineered with ISPERSE trademark that is currently being investigated for the treatment of lung cancer. PUR1800 targets P38-MAP kinases, SRC kinases, and SYK kinases. 17 These kinases play a critical role in chronic inflammation and airway remodeling. We look forward to 2021 as we plan to progress all of our programs. PUR1800 is planned to begin a clinical trial in early 2021, moving us closer to a potential licensing agreement with J&J for development and commercialization in lung cancer. From this article, Johnson & Johnson is the world's largest healthcare company with over 130,000 employees and 130 years of existence. As you can see, their pipeline is quite impressive. What's even more impressive is the capability of this company to ink such big partnership deals with the biggest pharma giants in the sector. Remember, this is a penny stock, so it's a huge confidence boost to see such interest in it. They also have an extremely solid management, of course, which I'm gonna link here. Take a look at the board of directors. These guys are already in the game, leading other biopharma companies such as Kala Pharmaceuticals, Arena Pharmaceuticals, Nocion Therapeutics. Pulmatrix recently had a direct offering. Today announced that it has entered into definitive agreements with healthcare-focused institutional investors for the purchase and sale of 20 million shares of the company's common stock, at a purchase price of $2 per share, in a registered direct offering priced at the market under Nasdaq rules. The closing of the offering is expected to occur on or about February 16, 2021, subject to the satisfaction of customary closing conditions. So yeah, it's already closed. It was priced at the market, it was a direct offering, so institutions got in at $2. No brainer, right? At the current price, you have the chance to get in for a better one. But you know what's even more interesting? The offering was made for healthcare-focused institutional investors. This is the same bullish sign that I saw when Sensenex had its offering. Seeing the interest in this company by healthcare experts made me add on the offering DIPs. After this offering, they will have more than 70M in cash. They also receive royalties from partner Sensory Cloud upon sales of Fend, NODC nasal hygiene product proven to reduce airborne respiratory droplets. As of September 30, 2020, PULMatrix had $34.5 million in cash compared to $23.4 million as of December 31, 2019. PULMatrix generated $4.4 million of revenue in the third quarter of 2020, compared to $1.4 million in the third quarter of 2019. The revenue for the second quarter of 2020 was the result of the collaboration and licensing agreements with CIPLA and JJEI, respectively. Research and development expenses for the third quarter of 2020 and 2019 were $3.9 million and $3.3 million, respectively. Included in the third quarter 2020 costs were preclinical toxicology and chemistry, manufacturing, and controls costs for the PUR1800 program and clinical study costs incurred for the Phase 2 pulmazole study. General and administrative expenses for the third quarter of 2020 and 2019 were $1.8 million. Included in the third quarter 2020 costs were general operating expenses such as employment, lab, and office lease, legal, patent and audit fees. Net loss was $10.6 million for the third quarter of 2020 and $3.6 million for the third quarter of 2019. The net loss for the third quarter 2020 was primarily due to warrant inducement expense of $9.3 million and manufacturing costs for the upcoming PUR1800 Phase 1b clinical study and the recently terminated pulmazole Phase 2 study. The net loss for the third quarter of 2019 was due to spend on the pulmazole Phase 2 study. About institutional ownership, go onto the website. You'll see that in the last week's institutions piled in, from Vanguard to BlackRock to Renaissance Technologies. There's currently a buy rating and a $10 price target, at least from what I've gathered online looking through various sources. We should probably expect news soon. I invite you to do your own research and be aware of all the risks. Huge upside, huge downside. You are the best judge on your next move. Don't let me or other posters influence your decisions. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Let me know also about the negative aspects related to the stock since I'm keen to learn more every day. Thanks.
Thank you so much for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content just like this. I'm not a financial advisor, and always remember,
The only problem you're gonna have is that you didn't buy more.